Hello and welcome back to Roads to Power. Last time we did a holy war for a kingdom and we got all of this land, which is absolutely fantastic. We did go quite into debt for it, and I'm not entirely sure I needed to hire the mercenaries at the end, but I just wanted to make sure that the fight was done, right? I wanted to make sure that we won it. So we've done that now, and now we need to basically consolidate the land we've got and probably create a few new vassals, because we currently hold 9 out of our 4 domain limit. Now we could probably push our domain limit up to 5, right? But that still causes us an issue because we still have to give away at least 4 holdings. So we'll figure it all out. In terms of other things, you may notice that Palabia appears to control this land over here. I kind of, when it was zoomed out, noticed that Italy was looking a bit small, and I thought this originally was like a Byzantine revolt, because it's kind of the same color as the Byzantine revolt, but no! Actually, this is Palabia. Now, how did Palabia get this land? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I did investigate. They got this land because, I was kind of hoping it would show me there, yeah, because this guy inherited it. Now this guy, I think, now I can double check, used to hold the county of Wolkenstein here. He did indeed. So, what happened is, he inherited it, he then inherited Rome, he then gave it away, and now this is part of that kingdom. So, things are a little bit messed up, but anyway, when I said he inherited Rome, he inherited Romagna. Obviously, actual Rome is held by the Pope, so yeah. Anyway. Let's clear these out here, and let's have a look at our own land and figure out, well, just what we can give away and what we want to give away. So, oh, yeah, also, how's your war going? Are you still at war with them? Yeah, I think you're going to get crushed. That's fine. Right. So, it was suggested that what we could do here is we could potentially give away land to former adventurers of ours. And I thought that sounded like an interesting idea. So, why don't we give that a little go? So, how are we going to give away land to former adventurers of ours? Well, what we can do is we can go to court first of all. Yeah, that should be everybody. And then we're just going to look for people who have the veteran adventurer trait on them. Nobody has the veteran adventurer trait. Is there a different one for follower? I must have missed that. Yes, they're okay. I'm looking for ones who have the follower trait on them. There we go. Right. So we have 13 people who were with us on our travels and 13 people who we are going to give land to. Now, first of all, what I'm going to look for are people who are... Actually, you know what? Let's give one to our soulmate first. Why not? Let's pick a favorite. And in fact, we can maybe give them a bunch of land if we found some land that we want to give away. The other thing I want to do actually while we're doing this is just have a quick look at what land we hold and decide what we want to keep, if we want to keep any of it. So we have Visegrad, that's our capital. Is it the best holding that we have? 4 holdings, oh, sorry, it's got 3 because this is a special one, which probably means this is a holy site for something. I'm not sure what it's I think it's a holy site for a religion, and that's why it has a thing. I'm not entirely sure which religion it is, but anyway. So we have this one. It has 3 holdings on it, plus... Sorry, 3 holdings plus 3 building slots. Let's see what our other options are. This one is 2-2. 2-2. 5 holdings. Only 2 building slots currently. Okay. 6 holdings. Only 2 building slots. That's actually huge. That's a huge number of holdings that you can get in one place here. Yeah, that is nuts. Okay. 4-2. 3-2. That is another 6. So that's 6. And there's a duchy building that we can construct here if we wanted to. In Nagyarvarad over here. This one looks really good. Okay, and then we have Saris, which is 2-3. Interesting. I wonder whether we want to move our capital here eventually. Here or here. Like, these look like fantastic holdings. Right, like, these seem like some really good holdings to have. We have a look. These are both part of the Duchy of Bihar. Now, the Duchy of Bihar. It's those two. that, which is a 4-2. Okay, and then Bex, which we also hold. So we could keep all 4 of those provinces. We could keep all 4 of those counties if we wanted to. Give away Heaves. I kind of want to keep Komarno, but maybe I could give that to our soulmate. And then we can move our capital from Visegrad when we get a moment. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. Because what's Visegrad got? It doesn't even have any buildings currently, so these are actually going to be better immediately. Yeah, I suspect these will be better immediately. Okay. Oh, I suppose this is a duchy building as well, so they have the same number of buildings. Yeah, so once this control goes up, we probably want to switch. Okay, so let's assume I'm going to keep all 4 of those. Plus, I'm probably going to keep either Komarno or Visegrad. I could give Komarno to our soulmate. I could give them that and Tekov, and then with the aim to give them Visegrad eventually. And then give them that duchy. That could work. Yeah, I could be okay with that. So, let's grant this to... Let's do it via the other menu. Let's find our soulmate. There we go. You are going to be... I'm going to ask you to convert first, actually, before we do anything. There's an independence faction against us. Crazy. Right, you. I am going to grant you titles. I'm going to grant you these 2 titles. Wonderful. He'll love us. He's going to get the minority vassal stance because he's a minority culture, I believe. That seems fine. This isn't actually part of the same land, actually. It's Heaves is part of the same land. So I should really give them those 2. I shouldn't give them Tekov. Yeah, let's give them those 2 for now. This is going to really tank our money situation, but that's okay. So we've given them those 2. I'm going to keep Visegrad for now. So it's Visegrad plus these 4. So this one can be given away. Now, Saris is part of the Duchy of Ungvar. Does anyone else in my vassals have some land in? Yes, we do have some other Ungvar vassals. And they don't like me very much. Okay. Why don't you like me? Ennobled adventurer, 3 years in debt, gallows bait murderer. Yeah, okay, so apart from that, why don't you like me? Is there anyone who likes me a little bit better? He likes us because I'm just. If I can get rid of the 3 years in debt, he would be much happier with us. Short reign's a major negative in offensive war, but that's okay. Same with you, mostly. Yeah, I think this guy's the closest. I think you're the closest person to liking me. So, I'm going to, first of all, ask that you convert. Okay, I can't ask that you convert. I'm going to grant you this land. There you go. It's going to increase our cultural acceptance by 5% as well, which seems very nice. Okay. That is worrying that he doesn't like us after us giving him land. That's generally not a good sign. He's got 16 martial. Now, 16 martial means he could potentially replace our son, and in fact, he will replace our son. Because I don't really care if our son dislikes us because, well, quite frankly, we already have an alliance, so what's he going to do about it? Okay, so this guy's only minus 66 of us now. Can I convert you? 10%. Okay. So it's not a yes, but it's we're getting there. We're getting there. Apologies for the cough. Right. So now we've done that. Let's see. So Tekov, I also want to give away. Okay. How close are we, by the way? We're on 10 stewardship. So 10 stewardship means that probably want to switch to manage domain. That gives us an extra 1. So now we can give away just Tekov and we'll be fine. Or we take the 20% hit until these guys get control. I think we take the 20% hit until these guys' control goes up a little bit. But that's okay. Now, if this is going to be our new capital, let's increase control in it as our first job here. So in 3 years, 4 years it says there, interesting, must have different rounding. We're going to get that. Cool. We can potentially negotiate an alliance with our grandson-in-law. Grandson-in-law. Oh yeah, I guess we did do that. Okay, cool. He'll still say no though. I was just kind of curious. We had a grandson-in-law who was We could do that with. 3 years till this gets destroyed. We do not have enough money. The fine sword is going to die. Probably. The map, 20 years, we should be fine. Okay, we need to station men at arms. Who is not stationed? You're not stationed. You're going to be stationed here. Alright, you? You're going to be stationed here. They currently get no bonuses, but that's okay. Right. Are we okay with everything else? I think we're mostly okay with everything else. We are still earning money. We need a little bit more money, but we don't have it currently. Any prisoners? Yes. 7. How much are you worth? You're also worth 7. Well, I will take my 7. Thank you very much. You? Yeah, you're a little unwell. And your wife has smallpox. I might just let you leave, honestly. I think you leaving seems like a good thing for me. You stay in prison till we've got enough money. Okay, cool. Hey, look at that. Our money just jumped up a lot. We got 8 as well. Ooh. Practically rich. Okay. Well, now we kind of chill a little bit here. Bandits are running rampant. Yeah, that sort of thing's going to happen. This is now making us a tiny amount of money. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, what else do I need to do? You need to stop supporting my schemes. You need to disrupt schemes now. Okay. Next thing. We have a faction that's unhappy. There's only one person in that faction, though. Okay. I'm just going to let it go like a couple of months and then see whether we can move any powerful vassals into our council. So we'll just chill for a little bit. Now, obviously, our succession is absolutely messed up right now, but we're choosing not to worry about that. Our succession being messed up because we're probably on Confederate partition. Right. So you're unhappy. Who are my powerful vassals? There's probably a better way of doing this, but let me just do this. So we have this guy. He's my marshal. He's also not feeling very well. We have this guy. You're my chancellor. You're not in a position. And you're my soulmate. Okay. Well, soulmate is fine. You don't really need to be on the council. You, however, would be a great steward. And our steward is not a powerful vassal. Yeah. So I'm going to replace you with the 24 guy. There we go. He still doesn't like us, but he likes us more for being on the council. And he's going to make us more money. In fact, we're now making 1.8 a month, which is great. Okay, cool. And we're starting to make a little bit from all of these holdings. Wonderful. That's kind of where we need to be. Okay. This is still going. It's still worth doing, trying to increase our opinion with this guy, I guess, so we can call him into wars eventually, but it's now he's no longer the leader of House of Bavaria. Maybe I don't care. Maybe I'll stop it after this one goes round. Like, he's no longer in charge of this nation, so I don't really care anymore. That's fine. We will take him off of our list. Who's next? This one. Betrothed can marry. This guy can marry this person. Oh, my grandson, you are definitely allowed to marry. That seems fine to me. Wonderful. Right. Hey, we're now making 2 a month. Arranged betrothal, Croatia. Would like your daughter to marry my grandson. Your scaly daughter marrying my spindly grandson. It sounds like a match made in heaven. Fantastic. Let's do that. Oh, wait, matrilineally? No. We won't be doing that matrilineally. We've discovered the ledger innovation in our culture. Ledger. So ledger is, in the previous one, it's this one. Additional building slot. Wonderful. Nothing we really need to worry about there. We're working on battlements. Yeah, so that's fine. Okay, cool. Also, I'm assuming our men-at-arms aren't costing us anything currently. Yes, so they will cost us something when they actually need to reinforce. So when we reach 0, we're going to have a couple of months of bouncing above 0 and below 0. That's okay. A soulmate has been tense lately. When we find ourselves alone, it finally becomes apparent why. Please be honest with me. Is there someone else? Have you taken a lover? No? Of course not. Are you paranoid? No, but you are ill, as everyone in the world appears to be currently. Okay. Cool. Right, these are now increasing. My court physician just died of cancer. As I said, and he was also my tutor as well. As I said, everyone appears to be ill right now. Well, that is making me a lot of money, no longer paying for that, but let's assume that I probably need some people in these positions. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. Child of my dynasty. We have a new grandson, Bojmil. Betrothed can marry. This is Wilbert and Dagmar. Who are Wilbert and Dagmar? I have no idea, so I'm going to say yes. Let's do that. Wonderful. Okay. How long has this got on it? So it's already at 25. Currently making as nothing due to being above our domain limit. Ah, yeah, until when? April. So in April we should actually be able to see how much we're making because we're currently taking no negatives but and earning no money. Yeah, so we'll see where that gets to. Also, now that I think about it, why don't you increase or why don't you convert that to my religion? Because if that's going to be my capital, that makes sense. Right. And it's 3 years till it gets controlled up to max. Neighbor's war is resolved. Wonderful. Okay, let's zoom out for a second. Wedding. I don't want to go to your wedding, I'll be honest. I don't really want to do that. Right. So, actually our money stuff should now be fixed. So, you are now making a 0.3. Okay, recently looted is minus 50. How do I tell when recently looted goes away? That goes away in 2 years. Ah. Okay, so we probably don't want to switch there for the next 2 years. Your neighbor has won a holy war against France for the chiefdom of Pomerelia. Okay. So that implies that it was France declaring for that holy war. Okay. Cool. Right. Oh, your health is not feeling very well, Mr. Ducat. However, you have a daughter. Died during childbirth? Pneumonia. Oh, okay. But you do have a daughter. She exists. And Mistress Tesson appears to have many children. Who have children who... Yeah, that line appears to be pretty solid, actually. Okay. Cool. I can ransom for 10 gold. Thank you very much for letting me know. My powerful vassal expects a position on the council. However, he's willing to accept that I'm not going to give that to him. Right. Earning 2 a month. We're getting there. Ooh, a dynasty legacy. Is this our first one on this card? Oh, it's the second one this character's had, but I think it's our first one. So he actually had grand weddings or cheaper. Oh. Interesting. What do we want here? Is there anything that earns us money? We really need things that earn us money. No. No, nothing here earns us money. Although, 2 learning per unique holy site of your faith visited. We may have visited some. Although I think you have to visit them as a pilgrim from my memory, so... Yeah, it doesn't really help us. Minority vassal opinion could be okay. Control growth per month. I guess I'll take control growth per month and popular opinion. Wonderful. So now our control is going to go up even more across the board. Nice. Okay. I can demand payment from this person. Sure, I'll demand another 10 gold from you. New acquisitions. During the daily management of my realm, I have learned of several different opportunities I can pursue. Each opportunity has great potential, but realistically I can only pursue one of them. I must determine what would ultimately give me the most value. Okay. I can look for a tome and get a very good book artifact. I can get a weak hook on you, which would allow me to steal 10 gold. Or I can get 75 gold. I mean, I would like the book artifact, but honestly, just give me the 75 gold. I really need to be out of debt, because the moment I'm out of debt, people will stop hating me, because I will no longer be 3 years in debt. Because currently, like this guy right here, if we have a look at you... Oh, it's slightly in debt. Was it someone else? It was this guy, right? Oh, he also... It said 3 years in debt previously, now it just is slightly, I guess, because we're close. But yeah, that'll go away, so then they'll all like me a little bit more, which will be probably good for us. So let's see. We're up to 0, stewardship perk. We might have Republican vassals, actually. Let me have a look here. Let's see how much this is worth. Yep. So they would give us 15% more of 0. They would give us 15. So I think the 15% increase is 15% of 20%. So it's not a lot that they give us. It is 15, right? Yeah, so it's 15%. So I don't think that actually increases the contribution amount. I think it increases the percentage of the contribution amount that they would give you. So like Heir Guild gives you 10% more. That 15% would give you 15% of the 20. So it's not a lot. It's definitely not a lot of extra percentage. So if that gave 2%, then 15 is going to give 3%. So effectively we're saying that we would be getting 25% contribution. Which isn't really going to change how much he gives us. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to get us almost nothing. I'm going to grab It's My Domain so we can extort our subjects. And then we're going to extort our subjects because actually it's a pretty good event to have. Let's do it. Is unavailable? Is that because I pressed it already? It is. Okay. The very purpose of my vassals is to support my efforts. While they already pay taxes for the privilege, I cannot help but think how much more I would earn if they all chipped in just a little more. Great wealth for me at barely any cost to them. So I could get some tyranny to get even more money, or I can just take some money and my vassals are unhappy. So either my vassals get -10 for 5 years, or they get -8 for tyranny years, which goes down by like 4 a year. So it's -8 for 2 years. I'll take it, right? Like if we go and have a look at this tyranny thing here, because it's somewhere where it shows you it, isn't there? I think it's in here somewhere. Vassals? It might even have been on the vassals tab. Yeah. So tyranny is currently -8. If I have a look at this vassal here, this goes down by 3.42. So it's going to be gone in like 2.5 years rather than 5 years. So this is actually less negative opinion for less time for more money. So yes, I'll do that. And now we're back in the positive, which actually makes people like us, which solves that issue. Nice. Okay. We should probably have a look at feudal taxes as well. Let's just do a quick feudal tax check here. So I don't really need any levies. I kind of just need taxes currently. Like, I mean, look at the... Give us 21 levies. So levies, as we previously noted, are basically useless right now. So let's do that. What's Castellan? Half taxes, 50% more levy. Oh. Yeah, I don't need you to have that. That's fine. I'll take this. Title revocation, I'd prefer if you weren't protected, but... Is there anything I can do about that? Probably not if I want to raise taxes. Okay, I'll accept. Give vassal directive. Ooh. Okay. So I could ask you to convert faith or something. Promote culture. Huh. Yeah, if you could convert faith, that would be great. Appreciate that if you could do that for me. You. Also, I can't change your contract. No, because you're tribal. Feudal. Again, I would like high taxes, low levies. I don't care about levies. I really need the taxes. You, again. High, low. Then here, what faith are you? Actually, you can't convert faith because it's already our religion, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay, so let's not worry about that. You. High, low. Fantastic. Just getting anything I can get out of them. So now we're making 3.3. We're getting there. And now our men-at-arms, by the way, are costing a little bit more. And our men-at-arms are costing more because they're reinforcing. Once they finish reinforcing, they'll cost less again. So we should make more money the moment that finishes. We're now making 3.6. Cool. Right, another neighbor war resolved. And we're carrying on. Now, this is going to be my capital eventually. It's currently 1.5 that it's giving us. What you should remember is, although you're like, oh, this is giving us 1.5 and this is giving us 1.2, if we have a look at Visegrad, you'll see that 1 of that 1.2 is realm capital, right? So 1 of that 1.2 is literally just because it's our capital. So if we move our capital, we still get 1. We are allowed to move our capital, right? Yeah. We haven't moved it yet. So we would still get 1. So this, in theory, is worth 1.5. Now, in actual practice, it's not worth 1.5 right now because it's got recently looted, which halves it. So it's worth 0.5 if we were to move it over there. Plus, it's 20% down due to being over the domain limit. Plus, it's 50% down due to being over the county, or being due to having low county control, which means it's a lot lower than it should be. But when this is built up, then it will be worth 1. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see. Investment in Zabulks. My lord, it's come to my attention there is a rare opportunity to invest in the county of Zabulks. My wife Aru draws up the details for the business investment, and it does indeed look as if the deal could benefit Zabulks greatly if successful. So we can do it. We can leave it with them, which will increase control in that one, or talk of local affairs is beneath me. So that's where is this one? Okay, I'll pay 20 to increase control. Yeah, why not? Guess there's a little thing immediately. So this is a normal marriage, East Francia. So this Duke has asked whether his daughter can marry my grandson. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Seems perfectly reasonable. I can join the Grand Doge's tournament. I don't really need to do an archery or a duel tournament. I think I'm okay. My prowess has kind of dropped off due to minus 23 due to old age. So yeah, I think we'll be fine. Okay. Wonderful. So that's 18 months. That's 13 months. There's some smuggling rings. We definitely need to do some control in those ones to get rid of some of the negatives. I can get 5 from my granddaughter, which I will do. And now we have a little bit of money to play with, which is lovely. Now, we do eventually want to create a kingdom here so that we can sort our succession problem out. So is Pannonia the kingdom we're making? I guess so. We own 15 out of 21 de jure counties. So 15 out of 21. So we basically have to take a chunk out of someone somewhere. But I don't really have any wars to declare right now. We're going to have to figure out how we want to do that. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Nose for profit. I don't want to spend money. Cool. Mercenary contract is expiring. The consequences of this is we're going to be weaker, so these factions are going to be stronger. Also, our neighbors will see us as weaker, but we should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, hopefully. This faction can send an ultimatum in 48 months, but I think that's because you can't stop it. Somebody is no longer my tutor. Why? Not entirely sure, but our tutor can now be this knight. Okay, cool. Now making 4.1. I'm ill, do no more than is necessary. Even worse. It caused me to be even worse. Do I want to kill this guy? No, I think I'm okay. Also, I don't think we're going to die because, like... I mean, I guess we are 72 or in poor health. Maybe we are going to die. Child of my dynasty. Ludumil, our great-grandson. Alright, mercenaries dismissed. Let's have a little look at our succession for a second here. So, can I change ourselves over to partition? What am I missing? We don't have hereditary rule. Well, that would do it. That would do it. I mean, these guys don't like us, but, like, the bigger problem is that we don't have the law unlocked. Hereditary rule is in here. Yeah. So the difference between Confederate partition and partition, I don't know if we've done it in this playthrough, but we do it every playthrough, so let's go through it. Looking at the land we have here. If we have partition, what it will do is it will look at our titles and it will go, you've got a duchy. This duchy will go to heir number 1. You've got these couple holdings. These holdings are all counties. These will be split amongst your eligible heirs below. So they'll be split among this person, and this person, because it's male preference. So it's going to skip our daughter, right? So that is how it will sort out a succession right now. So what we'd expect if we were under partition is this would go to our son. Maybe go, this one goes to our son. This one goes to the next son. This one goes to the next son. This one goes to that son. This one goes back to the first son. This one goes to the second son, right? So it just hands them out in order. Now, if you're in Confederate partition, that's not how it works at all. If you're in Confederate partition, what it does instead of that is it says, okay, here's the land that you have, and here are the de jure duchies within this land, right? Because you're a duke. Now, in terms of our de jure duchies, we have this one, which we own enough to create. So what it will do on succession is it will say, alright, one person's going to get Visegrad, right? They're going to get that duchy. The other duchy which can be created is this duchy, and that's going to go to the second son. Then it's going to go, okay, what else can I hand out? So it'll do it like that. So it's going to split up your land first. So we actually, if we have a look at who it gives things to, you'll see it is done exactly that. So, first title, Visegrad plus the county of Visegrad go to our first son. Kosel, our second son, will inherit Bihar and the counties underneath it as well. So he gets all of that. So all of that duchy goes to the second son. Third son, oh, there's actually enough to create a third duchy up here. So actually my third son is going to inherit that third duchy. Which means, although we don't hold any land within that duchy, someone in that duchy is going to be de-landed to give my son the land, I think. Actually, no, he's already landed, right? Yeah, this son already holds Ostrahom. So what's going to happen up here is this son is going to take... he's going to hold Ostrahom plus the duchy up there. And then our fourth son, because we have no more duchies that can be created, takes the last remaining title available. So... yeah, succession's pretty bad. Under partition, it's a lot better. However, we don't have partition. I might actually switch this. I'm going to switch this to hereditary rule. We get it in 23 years. We might not get it in time, but we'll see. But, yeah. That's basically our problem, is that succession-wise, we're going to be screwed. Grandson has consumption. Oh, that's not good. Where did you get that? Plagues. Let's just have a little look at plagues. Those are lakes. Every time I look at them, I'm like, is that consumption? No, it's lakes. Okay. So I guess he just got consumption naturally or from traveling, maybe? There's no diseases on the... well, there's one disease on the map. I assume you didn't get it over there. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. It's not ideal that our grandson has consumption, but we'll live with it for now. Okay, cool. What's this de jure part of, by the way? Backs. Ah. We don't have enough to create either. There is a way to create oh, we also have another person landed up here. There is a way to create a custom kingdom, isn't there? What are the requirements for a custom kingdom again? Yeah, found a new kingdom. 3 or more duchies, or have a realm size. We don't have the realm size, but we actually have enough to create the 3 duchies. We have a look here. We know, because of Confederate partition, that we have enough to create this duchy. We have enough to create this duchy as well. So that's 500 plus 500 for this, plus 300 for this, so it's 800 there. Need to have 200 prestige, which is no problem, because you get prestige for creating titles, and then we need to have 200 piety. Yeah, so actually, we would be able to do this with 800 gold. With 800 gold, we can found a new kingdom. That might be our path forward. I'm not sure. Okay, this person's learned my language. Alright, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, he's converted the faith. Wonderful. Love to see that. You, Mr. Converted the Faith, convert the next one. Yeah, just keep converting the faith. Okay. How is our new capital looking anyway? It is only minus 13 right now. It might be time to switch. It's getting close to time to switch. Which, by the way, would also change our succession a lot, because this land would go to the first son, and then the second son would get Visegrad. But they would get the de jure Visegrad, which is this land, not the Visegrad. Like, like, they wouldn't get all the remaining land underneath their control. So, yeah, it would be interesting. It might be our best move. I think I'm going to switch. I think I'm going to switch now. Let's move our realm capital. Yes, I'm happy with that. So now I've done that, I can give Visegrad to my soulmate over here. So I'm going to grant you Visegrad. Okay, cool. So now our succession will be all kinds of messed up, but that's okay. You're going to go wherever you get the highest bonus, which is here. Unstation someone else, that's fine. You are going to go here. Right. Cool. So, our succession is now all kinds of messed up. If we have a look at that now, we lose less titles because we have less titles, but... No, you shouldn't be inheriting Visegrad. I'm afraid that you're mistaken. You should be inheriting the... Oh no, because it's still the Duchy of Visegrad. Ah, no, never mind. It didn't change our succession at all. I messed... Okay, so if I create this, it will reset the succession. The reason why it's not fixing our succession is because if we look at the Duchy of Visegrad right now, it has a de jure capital, so it's actually inheriting stuff within that Duchy of Visegrad first. But if we create a second duchy, so if we were to create this duchy right here, then we would inherit that duchy as our first duchy to inherit, which would then mean that this second duchy goes to someone else. So we actually need to create that title anyway. Right, even if we don't become a king. Okay. Well, that's fine. Hey, no longer ill. You'll love to see it. We're back to fine health. I wish we could get rid of melancholic, but, you know, what can you do? What can you do? Right. It's all fine. Neighboring rulers are winning wars. Things are happening over... Who's sieging over here? What war are you in? You're attacking this person. In a conquest of Nitra. Alright, he's just decided I'm just going to start conquesting. I mean, thanks. I guess I appreciate it, but, yeah, it doesn't seem to be going too well for him, actually. Does he have enough troops to do this? No, not really. He needs... Yeah, he needs both of them to be able to do it. Also, this person now kind of likes me. Oh, look at that. They actually kind of like me. Once offensive war and short reign burn off, and tyrant burns off, there's a chance they will like me. Also, I just realized that my legitimacy expectations are to be at least level 2, if not level 3. Wow. Okay. Well, nothing I can do about it. What's this? Train for a tournament? Sure, I'll do that. You got trained well. Not what we're after. We're after the 1 prowess, but anyway. I'm going to take 2 gold off my grandson. It might have been preemptive, but I'm going to do it anyway. We could wipe the slate, I suppose, again. Try and reduce our gallows bait stuff. Make it so that people like us a little bit more. Yeah, it's probably worth it. It's probably worth burning off Trickster. Yeah, let's burn off Trickster a little bit here. Cost us... Oh, that costs us so much money. No, it's not worth doing it yet, because it'll cost us so much money. I find sword! No! Okay, we knew it was going. I actually have no weapons anymore, unfortunately. We could sell some stuff to try and make our dreams come true, but... Yeah, don't know. Anyway, we're making 5.4 right now. Acquaintance was taken prisoner. Who was that? Glacia Volnea was taken prisoner. Ah, and then lost the war because they were taken prisoner. Okay, they're now in a bigger war, actually. Who are they at war with? Who's done all this sieging? Holy War. Ah, so Pinsk is about to pinch a bunch of their land. Also, Poland seemed like pretty secure now. I think they've... Oh, they have a lot of troops as well. They have recovered quite significantly from their previous war. Okay, well, that's not necessarily great for us. Oh, never mind. Didn't want to go to that grand tournament anyway. You've increased control in county. Great, love that. I was kind of tempted to move these, like these running out events into, like a pop-up rather than them, like just being at the side. So I remember to do the next one, but anyway. Which one of these has more negatives? That's minus 40% holding taxes. Minus 20% plus some danger. Yeah, so I'm going to send you up to this one to try and get rid of some of the negatives that are currently applied there. Also, this holding here is now giving us everything it can give. So it's giving us 3.3 income, which is fantastic. That's a huge amount more than we were getting in the other holding. And that's mainly because it has hamlets as well, which is like 0.8 by itself. Fantastic. And once we create the duchy, we can create a duchy building and earn more off the duchy building. It's great. Although we don't want to think too long term because we might die any moment now, but you know, a little long term is good. Right, we're aiming for 250 as well. When we hit 250, we can create our duchy, which will help a little bit as well. Does this guy still hate me? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. We have a great-grandson called Zvonimir. Okay. Cool. Hey, we got rid of uncooperative guilds. Not the one we wanted to get rid of, but that's okay. You're at least getting rid of some of the negatives that are sitting on this holding. And it's starting to make us a little bit more as well. Miroslava. That is a great-granddaughter. Okay. Cool. How's our main line going, by the way? So our main line actually looks like our land will go to Prince Rasso of Bavaria eventually. Yeah. Whose child is King Lutold of Bavaria. So actually it does kind of look like if we were to keep playing, Lutold of Bavaria will actually inherit all of this. Like this is effectively going to go to him eventually. Unless of course you happen to have like, you know, she died in front of our eyes from her own massive frame. Yeah, I would really like you to have like a male heir if you could. Let me just see if I can make that happen. We're looking for a word lustful in here. Right. Let's do a quick scan of this here. So, I don't think that... Oh, that does help. Yeah, so pretty. We might... Oh, wait, there's a better one. So she's beautiful, 30% extra fertility with lustful, also giving you an extra 25%. Not as young, but potentially the right option here. You're gonna marry Constantine for no particular reason. Right, let's do that here. Wonderful. We could do a grand wedding in order to try and increase legitimacy and things, but here's the thing, we really need to save our money. So that's what we're gonna do. Child of our dynasty, Vratko. Okay, cool. Keep chilling out here. Neighboring ruler won war against my soulmate. Unfortunately, he did not manage to get us a little bit of a land increase. Cool. Now I can create the duchy if I wanted to. That will give us a little legitimacy immediately, which is kind of nice. Let's do it. Let's create a duchy. Okay. So immediately a bunch of the things that we could do have disappeared. And that should have switched our succession law, I believe. That didn't switch our succession law? Do I have to make it my primary title? Probably. Yeah, so we're going to make this duchy my primary title. Duchy of Bihar. Sure. There we go. So this is our new primary title. And that has switched our succession. There we go. So this son is now going to inherit these three titles. Second son will inherit the Duchy of Visegrad. Actually, that's our third son inheriting it. I guess our third son inherits it because they already hold land within the Duchy of Visegrad. The second son will inherit Ungvar because they hold no land, and that means that they're going to have to take land from somebody within there. And then the fourth son actually gets an extra piece of land here because he gets Tekov and he gets one of the bits of land within Bihar. The reason he wasn't getting another piece of land previously is because we were inheriting Visegrad in one title. So we had no titles to give away. Now we have titles to give away. He can inherit another one. Okay. Wait, apparently he's also in line to the bishopric of unpronounceable. Do I hold a bishopric title? I do? Oh, right, I see. I kind of hold a bishopric title, but not really. It's leased out. Okay, well, you know. Whatever. That's fine, though. So that's good. How are my vassals feeling about me in general? They hate me, apart from the guys who like me. If they like me, it's good. If they hate me, well, yeah, there's not really anything I can do about that. Like, a lot of the reasons why they hate me are pretty legitimate reasons. Okay. Neighboring ruler lost war. Galicia Volnia lost a war to Moldavia, so their land has been cut in half. Not good for them. Not good for them. Now earning 6.1 per month. Yeah. I think that this... Oh, formed an alliance with this person because they're now a ruler. You're married to my grandson. Constance of Sardinia. Cool. Anyway, I think that now... Oh my god, look at the Seljuks. So I completely misjudged what was going to happen with the Seljuks here. I thought they were going to eat up all the easy-to-eat-up ones. Well, they ate up some of them, but they did actually take over most of India, and they're attacking the Abbasids. They are absolutely massive. Tartaria is also massive. Siberia is also massive. We just have these huge nations just sitting over here, just eating all the land. It's crazy. If I check my conqueror list, this might be a good thing to do right now. Let's see what we got. So we have a new one here, actually. A conqueror who looks like they're going to be short-lived. We've got one over here. We have Tartaria. We have Ryrong over here. Then we have the Seljuks, and then we have Siberia. So yeah, lots and lots of conquerors over at this side of the map, just taking huge amounts of land. Crazy. Also, like, before we end, let's just see what you're doing currently. Just hanging around down here, apparently. Yeah, just somewhere over here. Then Duchy, continuing to die. Yes, although he does now have a male heir, who is comely. Okay. Wait, with a second spouse? What happened to your first spouse? Died of pneumonia. Well, fair, fair. Right. Actually, I think we already saw that earlier this episode. Anyway, right, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.